Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Sunga. Welcome to Friend or Foe. It's a nice evening tonight. Sorry, East Coast. Hello, guys. West Coast, we're kind of chilling right now. 10 o'clock over here for us. But Game 5, SLR versus TDE. My name is Chris Sunga. I will be your play-by-play caster for this evening here with Crims. How are you, sir?
All right, yeah, doing good this series so far. We finally made it to Game 5. And both these teams, it looks like anyone could take it. It's only time will tell. And we're hitting peak gamer hours, so everyone should be in tap shape to pull out their best play for it as well. So I'm excited. Now, Pure Llama not going to get that Vladimir, and I think that is very wise. We've seen what he can do on this champion, and it's not very nice things. Seraphine as well. That is going to be a very good ban. And now we have very similar
Uh,
openings, and Luru getting that Jinx straight away. I mean, you've seen game one. You've seen
yes,
what
I
he can do
did.
on it. This player is amazing at these hyper carries, and I'm glad they put Luru back on him.
Do you think it's a Twitch response then, or back to potentially what, Senna? What else
I
maybe the
think
Kaylin?
they've been playing a lot of Caitlyn. I still think
Yeah.
Caitlyn into the Jinx is a-okay. Should still be able to win the lane. Definitely need to pair it with a strong support as well. We'll see what they're gonna do. Kaisa,
Ooh.
interesting angle here. It really depends on what support they pair it with. This Kaisa Jinx should still be fine. And I mean, with the amount of pressure Fang over Fang has been
Hmm.
putting down there, it is pretty rough for them to get a lead. They're going to pair it with the Blitzcrank, so this does work well into the Jinx. However, they can definitely counterpick it. Tef, we'll see what they do to help this Jinx in lane. And now the
Maokai.
Maokai, yeah, resurfacing in this game as well. As Syndra not getting banned, they're going to pick it right away and they're going to flex the Maokai. Chris, are you excited about this Syndra? We haven't
I
seen it all
am.
series long.
I'm very excited for the Syndra. I actually played my first League of Legends games in like a really long time, like last night. Decided to play mid and ranked for whatever reason, lost a couple games, and was like, okay, I'm gonna try this new Syndra out. Felt really good. Felt really good. So I'm kind of excited to see Pure Llama on that. Leaves potentially also on this Lilia.
All right, they're going to go for the Lilia pick here. They didn't want to counter the Syndra straight away, which I am a bit perplexed about. We'll see if they throw a mid lane ban as well. They're going to take away the Lulu Jinx combo. That is pretty smart. Lulu Jinx is very, very potent in the mid to late stages of the game. And Jaffe is not getting that Fiora again. I wonder if this means that we have anti on the Volibear again. They seem to be going back to that time and time again. And with that Fiora being taken away, that's a much better matchup.
Yeah, Morgana also being taken away from Tef. Really is targeting the support for this. So definitely going to be Maokai for Fang over Fang based off of this series so far, I can imagine. I don't think I've seen Tef play Maokai yet. Galio picked up for Zenzen, it looks like.
Yeah, the Galio Zenzen. I mean, look, didn't get any MVP votes from you guys on that last game, and I think that's a travesty because Zenzen actually did quite well. A lot of
Hmm.
game-saving plays with the ultimate from that Galio coming down, hit a lot of huge ultimates as well. And there's going to be reason to assume he can do it again in this game. And now the response pick. So they get to counter on their support. They're going to counter with the Braum. Now, that's not going to
Okay.
provide Jinx mobility. I was thinking something like a Thresh would really do well
Yeah.
to
I'm not
save. But
super sure I see the Braum angle 100%. Probably some people in Twitch chat can give us to let us know. But Set getting picked up for anti for his final game of the evening.
there you
And
go.
Shyvana,
Okay.
Shyvana insta-lock for Jaffe. It's game 5. He says it's Shyvana time. That's just how you know Jaffe's in it to win it. He wants another championship. He literally just won heroic the other week. He's gunning for a mythic championship now, man.
Yeah, he's going to try to take over all of FOF every tournament there is. And I have to say, this with these two comps here, looking like it's going to be pretty interesting. And I'm going to assume, just like the last two games, there's going to be a lot of brawling. Chris, are you excited for this game number 5?
I'm so excited. We're about to hop into the Rift. Everybody, this is the final game of the evening. SLR versus Trickle Down Economics. So much hype between both of these teams right now, especially for a player like Pure Llama, who is shot up in rank, for players like Zenzen, who has been a consistent mid laner the entire his entire FOF career, I want to say. He only really played mid lane one other season, then top lane another season. But still his name is just already stapled as one of the best mid laners in Friend or Foe.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get the better of Pure Llama on this one. In that last game against the Annie, was able to get multiple taunts because of Annie's short range here. I'm thinking not going to be the case for this Syndra. So Pure Llama is going to be in a better position. And I think that is a bit worrisome. TDE are going to have to try to shut down this Syndra while they have the time and the openings, because this champion has now switched from an early game dominator to a late game hyper carry. What do you think about the Syndra in this comp so far?
Well, I like the Syndra. We're gonna see. We've seen Pure Llama play Syndra well before, so I can't imagine that there's gonna be any weakness there. I wanted to point it out a little bit earlier, but all of SLR was really scared in their opening for this because they were afraid of the Blitzcrank invade, of which
Yes,
Bob
they
Joseph
did.
was just hanging out next to Blue Buff anyway. So I just found that funny.
Yeah, they did both go for a lot of stacking positions there. As Braum going to be playing it very aggressively. Oh, gets
Whoa!
hooked right
First hook
away.
right away from Bob Joseph, getting almost 50% of Tef's health. Health pot's gonna have to be chugged for now. It's a pretty good opening hook. That's not really what you want to see for a Braum, but thankfully it is just a Braum for now. That could have been worse if it was any other champion.
I mean, Tef, probably the most aggressive player in this entire series. Certainly was on that Tom Kench, always in the face of
Yeah.
Ultravox and Bob Joseph. So maybe throwing a Blitzcrank his way may be the solution to this very over aggressive player. And we'll see if that's going to end up being the case. Level 2, they get it first on the bot side here. Another hook!
Ooh, hook under the tower, but no level 2 for Bob Joseph just yet, so he can't actually punish that. Tef now actually down 50% health again, chugging his last health pot. That's not going to feel good as a support. You're not going to feel as confident now, especially if you are an aggressive player like Tef, trying to go for, jump forward and Qs. But well played by Bob Joseph.
Yeah, one hook could be a fluke. Two, starting to see a pattern here. So maybe Tef, maybe is there fear in this player? Maybe or may not be, and that may be a good or bad thing depending on the situation here.
There's
Top
this
side.
There's like
Oh
this
yeah.
support theory that the first few levels, depending on the champion, you can afford to get hooked once or twice. And there's this mind game that you could potentially play with like another hook champion. We're just trying to feel each other out and trying to juke each other. I can't imagine that it's that deep in this game, but you never know. They did just play 5 games against each other. They could be in each other's heads right now.
Yeah, certainly. There's a lot of rematching here. Okay, gonna pull them
Hey.
closer.
Here comes a
3v2.
fight near the Baron pit. Leaves getting flashed on
Ooh.
by Anti, immediately going for that kill. First blood going over to Fang over Fang.
Maokai usually not seen as someone who is strong in the early phase of the jungle, but if you bring a set right over, that fixes that up real quick. First blood going right over to Fang over Fang. Not where you want it, but they'll certainly take that first blood. That's for sure here.
Yeah, Fang over Fang also heading down towards the spot side to
Oh,
get that
Jukes.
scuttle. Nice juke in the top side. Jaffe and Anti displaying their abilities, their skill in front of us for the 5th time this evening. A little bit of a fight coming down bot side right now. Fang over Fang might be caught by Ultravox, but the rest of SLR is here. Tef
Oh,
moving
the
forward.
hook.
Nice hook from Bob Joseph. Tef's going to go down. Ultravox going to take him quickly. Fang over Fang. Going to have to get out of here,
Oh,
but
knock up.
Heel's not going to be able to help him. Flash from Fang over Fang. Ooh, not going to be able to make it out. Leaves takes the kill onto Fang over Fang. The score is now 2-1 in favor of TDE.
All right, Chris. Third time's the charm. Bob Joseph gets a third hook in a row, mind you, onto Tef. He hasn't dodged a single one yet, and that leads to a nice setup for 2 kills on the bot side here. Kaisa does scale a bit earlier than Jinx, but they're both kind of, they take the L in lane and they come back in the game. So getting that head start onto Ultravox is a good sign for them. And with the Blitz, they can get some very good pickoffs for a potential dragon in the future here. Zen taking a beating in the mid lane, but once that level 6 hits, we're going to start to see some roams. And last game, roams Zen did do to the benefit of his team. And that's what we're really looking for him to pop off in this game.
SLR opting for the dragon, the first people to be there right away, even though they did just die next to it. They're saying, no, they just backed. We can get there first. We can take it. And yeah, TDE has no idea. Some of them are walking down right now, but it might be a little bit too late unless they decide to pull the trigger right now. Leaves hovering. Nice hook on the
another
Fang
hook.
over Fang. That's the smite right there. 2v2 right now. 2v3. I'm sorry. The rest of TDE and SLR are going to start to converge onto this dragon. Leaves is 1 HP. Gonna go down to Pure Llama. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a weird fight. Ultravox back on the dragon at this moment,
Oh,
though.
he gets it.
Looks like he gets the kill on to Fang over Fang. Didn't get to see it, but it looks like Fang over Fang did get the dragon. The rest of the fight is going to continue. Pure Llama walking away. Tef 1 HP. Zen. Pure Llama 1 HP as well. Tef also going to make it out. Pure Llama goes down.
Okay, Pure Llama doesn't make out. Tef barely does.
Oh
I
man.
want to know, how did Fang over Fang survive the dragon? Ultravox left him for dead, and
Yeah.
man, he somehow picks it up. So I was absolutely blown away that he's able to pick it up there. So we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, let's take a quick
In
look at how that all happened again. So this is everyone sort of starting to walk back towards the dragon right now, I believe. Uh, the rest of TDE are opting at this moment for they should back. They have all the money. They pushed in the wave, and Fang Rufang has the brilliant call. Hey, let's just go for dragon. They backed. We know it.
Yeah, so I think they don't actually get the vision through the wards here. So you are right, Chris. They did kind of sneak this here. Leaves would have turned around right away, and this delayed back does give them an option. Now, the problem is Fang over Fang here is level 4. They're all level 4. And as Luru is doing this, not getting EXP, and Kaisa gonna catch the wave here. Now, Bob Joseph, this man has the mind games on lock versus the side of TDE here. Picks it up perfectly, going to get onto Fang over Fang. But look at this, Fang over Fang barely survives. Just Ultravox leaves him, and I thought he was gonna die here, but somehow is gonna pick it up.
Oh, Fang over.
Oh no, he missed
I'm
smite
sorry.
as well, but he somehow gets it. I can't
I'm
believe he
sorry.
just waltzed right into the dragon pit,
He
and
just,
he just
I
sneaks
guarantee you,
away.
the comms in that fight, guarantee you, Fang is like, okay, you guys go fight him, go fight him. I'm with you 100%. I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you 100%. That's what
uh,
just happened.
well, Fang or Fang manipulating his team to get the dragon. He did miss the smite, by the way, so
Yeah.
somehow was able. I mean, Ultravox was there putting pressure. Somehow was able to get that dragon. That was a nice clip, as tensions are high here, and there's a lot of decisions to be made. I mean, if you think about that, there was a lot of complicated things going on, and somehow they get the dragon. And now TDE have the gold lead, but they're losing the dragon. This is a story that's been told many a time in League of Legends.
Yeah, I mean, this entire series has been sort of TDE getting all these early advantages, in on some of the games of the series, and getting advantages and trying to translate them has been the name of the game for them. Meanwhile, they're playing against what looks to be like Fang over Fang making most of these tricky calls, just saying, "Hey, I know they moved this way. We can take Baron. We can take Dragon." And it's so wacky. It's so gambity, but it's working out. It's put them in game 5.
Yeah, they have delayed a lot of their EXP though. They are not level 6 yet. Leaves does hit 6 first in the jungle AD carry support game here. And so that means that they can go for play like this a lot earlier. Tef's still level 4. Another hook
Oh.
lands.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Leave's gonna be able to take a quick kill onto Tef. Tef was just trying to clear wards or look for vision or something. Unlucky moment. He was desynced from his AD carry. Tragic.
Yeah, I think Tef might have just met his kryptonite. And at what a very crucial time as well. Bob Joseph just landing these hooks. Just it seems like it's completely free hooks for this Blitzcrank here. Hasn't missed a single one on Tef just yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit of fight at mid lane. Not too much is going to happen from here. I mean, that's going to be the name of the game. I mean, when you're playing Blitzcrank, you're trying to get these early leads so you can intimidate the opponent into feeling so powerless in the mid game. But SLR, should they stay composed later in the mid game, those Blitzcrank hooks, as long as they're at least mindful about it, shouldn't be that much of a problem. Sure, these advantages are great for Ultravox, but that's Ultravox for now.
Yeah, Ultravox 3-0-2 has a 300 gold bounty lead. Doesn't have the Kraken just yet, but definitely will be hitting it first. 1,000 gold over
Woo!
Luru.
Yeah.
And they're looking like they want to use this advantage to take over that bot lane. They don't have the rotation in time for Rift
Yeah.
Herald, so they're not going to be able to pick that up. And they're not also going to be able to fight and get kills over it either. A lot of members running mid lane, though.
Yeah, big
And
fight
now a
in the
fight
mid lane.
starting up.
Zenzen might be caught out right now. Another hook onto Tef brings him down, but Tef gonna stay alive with a sliver of HP. And that's just gonna be a 1-for-0 in favor of SLR, as well as the Rift Herald being dropped. Couple plates going over to SLR. Leaves here to quick cover.
Okay, well, I'm not going to agree with that Rift Herald because there was barely any setup. You do get the kill, you do get the crash. I don't even know if Llama picked up the plate gold. I didn't
Yeah, I
exactly
don't know.
see where the money went. I mean, for me, Rift Herald's about getting your laner extra ahead here. Jaffe gonna be fighting face to
Yep.
face. A
Bit
little
of a
bit of a
1v1.
runaway game. Oh, Bob Joseph misses on to Pure Llama, but it's, I mean, still 100% on Tef.
Yeah.
That's the count that I care about.
Yeah. The support v support 100% hook rate
Hook
so
rate.
far. Yeah. And
Yeah.
even then, I think out of all the hooks so far in this game, I think that was probably the first one I saw that missed, at least that the camera saw. Mayhaps.
Yeah. Look, disappointing a little bit on his 100% hook rate here, Bob Joseph. But so far, finding at least 5 picks just based off the scoreline, that is a good sign. Trying to really start a fight, but I don't know if you want to do that. Leaves right around the corner.
Oh, Anti, you are getting a little greedy. You are falling for that bait. That is the classic right there. Gonna be falling asleep. Anti, sliver of
Wait.
health, leaves trying to dive. Oh, but they can't finish it off. Anti, with literally just like 20% HP, gets out scot-free.
Yeah, is going to make it out. Does spend everything. Oh, that E taking him very low.
Yeah, he is
Fortunately.
staying for this wave,
Ooh.
though. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a lot of stuff sort of just kind of compiling into the mid lane. Everyone's sort of getting their positions ready for whoever can get the first push.
Yeah, Jaffe. Okay, I was wondering, Jaffe did not back it. Only had the D shield, so definitely was not enough damage there. A lot of setup going into this dragon right now, and obviously TDE want to make sure that they get this one and use their early spike advantage while they have it. A Blitzcrank hook would be really nice to seal the deal on this dragon.
Mhm.
Just one kill pretty much can confer this dragon over to you, especially on the jungler. So Bob Joseph, can you pull it off for your team here? Been getting a
Yeah.
lot of hooks so far, looking for another one.
Okay,
Tef still not level 6.
TDE is at the dragon first. SLR has a really difficult entrance right now. If we could zoom out just a little bit further, Bob Joseph going for the
Oh
flash hook,
no.
but not gonna get it. Hex flash at least. So this looks like a secure dragon for TDE.
Yeah, completely zone them out. No hook necessary. But I have to say, Tef is so far behind, not even level 6. All right, top lane
Yeah.
fight. Gonna interrupt my point here. But yeah, Tef, not even level 6. So that fight, maybe you don't even go for it anyway. You don't have an ultimate on your support. Oh.
I love Hex Flash plays. I really do. I really enjoy that summoner spell.
I can't
Bob
tell if you're
Joseph.
I can't tell if you love it or hate it.
I love it when it works in my favor. I hate it when it doesn't, I guess.
Okay, classic.
Yeah.
Classic dissonance there. Mental dissonance as Jaffe just going to be breathing all over Anti to get the wave. And
Fang of a
bot
Fang
side.
also is kind of threatening Leaves' his jungle right
Yeah.
now, but he is hovering it with Tef. He should be fine.
Yeah. All right. Tef hits that very needed level 6. Jaffe doesn't have dragon form. Anti is kind of low. Oh, wow. Gets
Yep,
him right at the edge.
this is finally the 1v1, or are they just going to keep, fist bumping each other until finally something happens and the camera misses it on accident?
Very aggressive fist bumps, I'd have to say.
Very aggressive.
All right, this does leave the bot plates open. Look at this, 2 plates, no one there to contest it. That was a bad back by Luru. I don't know if it was forced or not because of the top lane fights. Jaffe burning TP, and now the TP game is even on the top side. So far, haven't seen a Zen roam. I mean, didn't need to pick up the dragon, but I mean, this is just more scaling for Pure Llama. And remember, this is
Yeah.
going to be very threatening in the future.
I think TDE is so ahead right now. They're very okay with just everyone just calm down and we all just get equal farm because we're ahead right now. If you're TDE, I would say. No real objective coming up fairly soon. You could threaten a push onto a tower at the moment, but looks like both sides looking to just kind of keep it stagnant at the moment. Leaves actually threatening Fang over Fang a little bit, and
does get it.
okay, didn't get it. I thought Leaves
Yeah.
got it for a second.
It was very close. I think it was like 90 HP, and then just ticked right over to Fang or Fang
Yeah.
as well. No bot dive as well because of this Braum makes it very hard to dive the Jinx. Don't want to get hit by the ultimate. And so as you're talking about, no lane has a clear advantage, so there's no real clear play as the
Yeah, if
plates
TDE
drop.
has the vision, they can play this
Oh,
bot side
wait.
right now, which they are doing. Tef gonna get caught out. They saw him mid lane. They knew he had to walk down that way. That is just classic pathing. You have to
Oh,
be
wait.
aware of that.
Luru.
And that is Luru also defenseless now without a support, which means it's going to be another free kill potentially. Ooh, Leaves almost gets the hook, but Luru able to get out at the expense of his flash.
Dang, I did not believe he was gonna get out of that. Can they get this turret
Yeah.
and make an escape though? That is the question. Fang Fang
Ooh.
is in range to engage. Oh, a hook gonna land.
Hook onto Fang over Fang. Gonna mean Zen Zen's gonna push forward, but Zen Zen, ooh, running really low. Nice sidestep away from the Mega Death Rocket. Pure Llama and Lu are the only two remaining against 4 members. Actually, make that now Tef. Tef is here. Do they want to just commit to the tower? They can. Bob Joseph going for the flash hook with the last of his mana to try to get Tef. Zen Zen is traded. Oh, but Leaves is taken down too. Luru is excited. If Luru gets this, oh, this could be terrible for TDE. Luru gets a shutdown onto him. Bob Joseph, can he make it out? The slow is on him. There is a
Oh, the
potential hook
stun.
available. One more auto might get it. Luru is
Wait.
going for it, but Ultravox ends up taking it due to the turret. That is going to be... Oh my goodness. I
Oh,
couldn't even count that. What was that? Like 3 for what? 2, 3? I couldn't even remember.
I
Meanwhile,
don't
in the
know.
top
There's too
lane,
many
Anti
kills.
and Jeffy fighting for the Rift Herald. While all that is happening, they both decided to go for it. A TP trying to save Jaffe at the moment. Zen Zen is here just in case to save Anti, so Jaffe can stay away safely, but looks like they might want to try to
Oh.
threaten it. Anti ends up killing Zen Zen and Jaffe. You're about to be dove. You are in the wrong spot at the moment. Unless you feel like you can outplay this. I've seen Jaffe do this a million times. Leaves is here. Nope, that's Fang over Fang. Just going to be able to get the free kill. Tef is here as well to secure the walk away. And even dive for Leaves. This is just a tragedy for trickle-down economics at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Anti stepping
And
up.
another hook too. Tef getting hooked for the 8 millionth time this game. Ultravox can't secure that kill though with that final auto. Bob Joseph getting really low. Ultravox doing whatever he can. Mega Death Rocket for the assist as well. And suddenly SLR just tied up this entire game.
All right. I mean, that was the calm before the storm, Chris, because what a storm that was. Out of nowhere,
Yeah.
kills all across the map, top side, bot side, even in the jungle. This game just turned on its head. But I think the most important thing to take away, SLR have found themselves a gold lead and as well are going to be taking down this dragon, or at least having a good foothold on it. And so far, when SLR have gotten an early gold lead like this, they have won the game. The question is, TDE, can they find an angle in this chaotic, crazy game that is super, super close at 17 minutes?
Yeah, TDE going for the correct play, going straight for the objective. Since I would want to say it feels like they're ahead right now, even though the score would probably say otherwise. The score probably says they're closer to even. But TDE being able to make the first move towards this objective, it actually means Jaffe is able to take the Rift Herald up top. He's just accepting that this is a 4v5 and potentially telling his team, hey, don't do anything. I'm just getting the Herald, which could mean that they're signaling TDE to just try to push for mid, which looks like they are. And SLR is going to respond properly.
Okay, well, I don't think they can go for the turret.
Yep.
The wrath of
Yeah, they can at
SLR
least
would be
fall
very
back to
swift.
Jaffe, which is a nice safety pin at least.
Okay, not the trade they wanted, but the trade they're gonna have to take. It's
Yeah.
now a question of what you can do with it. And just looking at the gold, Luru still isn't caught up to Ultravox. Oh, a hook landing!
Ooh, hook from Bob Joseph on a Fang over Fang. Not sure if that's actually going to amount to anything. That might just be a warning shot saying, hey, we're not scared of you just yet.
All right, Bob Joseph is definitely something to be feared on this Blitzcrank, landing so many hooks in a row. How many times have I said a hook landed? I definitely need to find a new phrase.
Yeah,
Because
it
Bob
feels like
Joseph,
that's the opening to every sentence I've had so far.
yeah, Bob Joseph just landing too many. I need to find something else. As I mean, look at Tef here, 0 and 5 on the Braum, and that's due to a lot of hooks that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Tef, I know you're picking this for the team, but yeah, you definitely need to stop finding your own death at the hands of Bob Joseph here.
Yeah. I mean, all of his deaths, led to Ultravox's gigantic lead, thankfully for TDE. But now that we're sort of in this mid-game, Braum getting hooked isn't the worst thing in the world for SLR, especially if it's a full 5v5 after that, because it's sort of a dud hook. But, I mean, unless Tef is alone and makes me eat my words, Bob Joseph going for another hook onto Tef right now. A teleport actually coming in. Fang or
Oh,
Fang
they're on
pushes
Ultravox?
forward. They actually want to go for this. Ultravox is left behind. Anti ends up taking him down.
It's not such a good hook when it's a bait, Tef.
Yeah.
Baiting out the fight, the TP coming at just the right time. Definitely we're watching out for that. And now it's this gold that is not so even anymore. 2K as well as a one additional kill. Not much is going to happen, I imagine, until a dragon spawns. But let's talk about Anti over in the top lane. This is definitely the best he's looked in this entire series. Definitely in the
Oh yeah.
laning phase. 3-0 and 3 Anti. This is your time to shine. And into Jaffe's Shyvana, no less here. So definitely having a good matchup and is doing a lot of work in this game,
Oh my god,
especially
nearly up
at a game
2K.
5.
Nearly up
Yeah.
2K gold right now. I mean, it looks like he's winning the coin flip right now. People have been criticizing him for being such a coin flippy player, but I mean, when it lands on your side, like you can't help but appreciate it. I mean, Jaffe on the other side though, always that how you say, like silent but deadly kind of player. You know,
Okay,
could at
so
any point
Jaffe,
return here. Yeah.
calling Jaffe a fart is not exactly the best compliment.
My bad. My bad,
Not exactly
Jaffe.
the best compliment that I heard of here.
Okay,
As
interesting maneuver happening right now. Jaffe ended up dropping the Herald, which drew 3 people top lane right now, which leaves mid
interesting.
lane defenseless. They could actually 5-man push this. Wow, interesting maneuver. They could potentially go for a second tower if not enough people respond. Tef is coming down with, I think, another member,
They have
Fang
to
or
watch
Fang,
out
it
for the
looks like.
flank.
And
Maokai
we're
on
gonna
the
see what
side is
happens.
very
We're gonna have to
dangerous.
see who responds first. Pure Llama also taking that bot lane tower. Might channel that recall soon, but TDE are taking this gambit. They said, we drop the Herald, we take 2 towers. Doesn't matter where the Herald
All right,
goes.
TP from Pure Llama on the side, but they're going to make
Yep.
it out. Maokai might put a stop to that, though. The engage is so strong. Do they have the angle?
Wow.
They're
No,
chasing it.
beautiful. Beautiful move. Beautiful move by TDE. Wow.
Yeah, that's just 2
Oh
free
my god, but
turrets.
SLR says they're gonna back, we go Baron. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is crazy.
Wow,
That
they respond to their gambit with another one. Oh, does TDE respond? Do they see this?
Oh, they think they made away with
Do they think
murder,
this is
but it's
possible?
they think they made away with murder, but it's not the
No.
murder they were expecting.
Okay.
SLR.
Okay. I mean, honestly, in hindsight, I feel like if you can at least stop this Baron, taking those 2 towers is worth it. So maybe if you're on TDE, maybe you do accept that they take the Baron there. I don't know.
I would say the Baron does give a lot of XP and some gold, so it might be even. It depends how many turrets they take, and if this pressure is relevant for this dragon coming up in 30 seconds. If you get a kill right away, Bob Joseph with the hooks, known to have hit them. If you can
Yeah.
do that, then you might make this Baron entirely, ineffectual right at this moment. Depends if a fight starts or not. This is a very crucial moment. Who gets this dragon? Of course, if SLR pick
TDE
it
is
up,
here
third
first.
dragon.
They've arrived to the river first here. SLR is trying to respond by saying, let's just push mid with Baron. I mean,
Yep,
TDE has to respond.
good call.
It's a Baron empowered push. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, and that means that all that timing and tempo they got is going to be thrown away. Zen
Yeah, if
Zen taking
anything, that's at
damage.
least vision down in favor for Bob Joseph. Actually, he's looking for a hook right now. What is he
Oh,
gonna grab? He
it's on
grabs
anti though.
anti. Is that the right call? Does that mean you go all in? Doesn't look like it. Bob Joseph, oh, gonna get taken down by the splash damage from the Mega Death Rocket. Bob Joseph, the only one taken down so far for this fight. What does SLR decide to do? Do they decide to continue the push or do they fall back to this dragon? They decide to push. They know they have numbers. Leaves is farming on the side. TD understands that they need to just back off from this. And I mean, yeah, I mean, all the vision in the world that they got in Baron's not gonna matter if it times out here.
Yeah, they have a better siege comp with the Jinx, so they can definitely siege it down. Llama gonna land some
Oh,
stuns,
okay.
and this is just securing more control over the dragon here as well. So they respond back in turrets, Chris, and not only that, they're gonna pick up a kill and a dragon on top of it. I
Yeah.
think they
Yeah.
won on that trade.
Yeah, that's it. They won on that trade. That cool maneuver though. Definitely didn't expect that to just drop Herald and Jaffe just guns it down to mid.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a ballsy move on both teams here.
yeah, I like that. I don't know if TDE could have responded to that Baron in time anyway. I mean, they did have ultis. They didn't commit to a hard fight really, so maybe they should have actually guarded that Baron a little bit. But hindsight's 2020. TDE now on the back pedal, trying to find a way back into this game. Baron buff gonna be expiring soon though.
Yeah, but definitely Baron did its job. Definitely what you were looking for if you're an SLR fan here. And I mean, they have a gold lead. And generally, they've just been better at closing out games here. And while they don't have an objective for quite some time to pull the members of TDE to basically secure the game, so there is a window for them to pick up a kill with Bob Joseph. He can land the hook. The question is that the hook you want? So far, Anti is not the best one for the job. And if they can get it onto Luru, definitely can turn this game around.
Yeah, this is just
Tef?
the point of the game. Oh, Tef getting caught by another hook by Bob Joseph for the 40 millionth time. But now we're at the stage of the game where it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Those 5 deaths from hooks before don't matter.
Yeah.
Cool lead for Ultravox in the early game, but doesn't matter now because
The
he just
Braum shield
responds
is just
to them.
too OP.
Yeah,
Prevents so much damage as
yeah, it's too
well.
good. This is the part of the game where everyone's just trying to find a way to crack their armor at the moment. SLR targeting the bot side tower at the moment. Jaffe deciding to recall. They're gonna be able to defend this just a little bit. It looks like Bob Joseph unable to find the hook. The rest of SLR just trying to find some kind of angle so that they can take something here.
Yeah, and this is not really where you want Blitzcrank to be because you can have him in plain sight. Everyone's going to be aware, and then just respect the Blitzcrank, and you're going to be fine. I mean, he doesn't have to respect as much as everyone else, and
Yeah.
so this is not the position you want to get the picks. Being caught, being trapped under turret.
Oh,
Oh,
a
here
hook
he lands it
does land
again.
though onto Anti. Is that enough? Is that enough? No. Too much protection. Jaffe now in the mid lane. Pure Llama pushing up top. Who's going to be able to get advantage first? Everyone's just trying to fix their lanes at the moment.
Yeah, and look at this 97 stacks on this Syndra, almost at 100. That's a huge power spike. And then 120 is where it's all finished off. And then, oh, Anti here.
Oh my goodness. Anti
Oh,
going in. Ultravox. Oh, gonna get the shutdown and flashes out to safety. Wow, well played.
all right, Chris. I'm going to say that Bob
Mhm.
Joseph probably landed a hook. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think that's probably that's probably how he landed in that position. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't we
All right,
find out with a replay real fast? Let's take a quick look here. Yep,
as
Bob
all right,
Joseph
they're walking away.
poised,
Anti
poised for the
up.
hook. There it is. Yep, we
How
knew
did
it.
he see that though? Does Bob Joseph have
No, there's
map
word.
seeing powers that I don't?
Maybe he saw through control. I have no idea.
Yeah,
He
I
just
don't
has
know.
this sixth sense, man. He just knows where you are.
Magical powers of Bob Joseph here. As now we're back to this game. And, well, I mean, that is a good look, but not going to change the game state too much. They really need a bigger factor here. Going to relieve some pressure. And that is something they need, but they need to get these visions. They need to set up traps. They need to get out there. Oh, leaves?
Oh, leaves getting caught on the way back to mid lane, but
Wait,
Zenzen is here
Zenzen?
with the ulti, so this could be good. Oh, but 4 members of SLR just showed up out
Oh.
of nowhere. Zenzen gonna need to flash forward. That's 1 kill over to SLR. Oh
I think
no.
they could siege up this turret as
Yeah,
well.
this is potentially inhib with Jinx here. It's possible.
All right, they have to avoid the gauge. But
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, the Gallia wave clear is okay. It's not the best in the world though. So I mean, that's why when the Baron is in play, it's almost impossible for them to stop it. Zen Zen not enough magic damage, so they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose their
Yeah.
opportunity to get wards out here, and a minute away from this Earth Dragon. That is going to provide so much protection to their
Yeah.
team, and they're having a hard enough time killing members already. It's going to be even harder with that Earth Shield as well as the extra defensive stats. Not to
Let's see how
mention
TD
Baron's
respond
up.
because they could Baron. They could Baron
Oh, could they just rush
if
it
they
right now?
if they bet that SLR just goes for soul, they could. This is a play. Anti is hovering just in case.
This is a
Fantastic macro
desperation play,
call.
if
Oh yeah,
anything.
and Anti spots them. He says, "Yep, they're going for the gamble." This is a sandwich situation now. If Zenzen doesn't have ulti,
Oh,
TDE
Tef.
is in a world of hurt right here. Tef deciding to move forward. Braum ulti gonna go
Oh, they
wide for
see
now.
Bob
Bob
Joseph.
Joseph getting caught. Gonna have to flash over the wall, but nice hook. Oh, that's gonna be so much damage happening all in one place. Anti jumps forward onto Ultravox. Ultravox with a sliver of HP goes down. Anti goes down. Jaffe walks away with 1 HP. Tef is so
Oh, wait, they
low.
got
They're
Luru.
both asleep right now. Lilia is here, leaves, doesn't do any damage right now. Zenzen also doesn't do a whole lot. Gonna go down, leaves the only person
Oh,
left.
so
No
close.
longer the case. Jaffe, the only TD member left, and 3 very low SLR members decide to go for this Baron.
Oh, Luru was so close to
Oh,
dying there. Fangorfing and Tef do save their 80 carry. I mean, this is the problem. Luru's such a great hyper carry in this game, but I have to throw it out there. Bob Joseph almost shook the game up, putting it on his head, getting
yeah.
that massive hook there. And because of that, they're able to afford Jaffe taking the dragon. So if they can survive this Baron, they've successfully stalled out the game at least another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of problems they're going to have to fix and address before they can win this game.
Yeah, if they manage to just get over this Baron timer. What is it, 3 minutes? 2.5 minutes? I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I played the
it's like
game.
it's like that.
Something like that, yeah. But if they could just wait this out for just the moment, they're at least saved for now, for at least the Giant. Because getting Soul and if they had gotten Baron and they couldn't do anything, that would have been game over. But this at least is an okay scenario, I think, for TDE.
Yeah, the problem is Luru third item, so that is a huge spike, and now has some armor penetration to boot. And with the Baron buff, I mean Zen Zen could not really push out the last Baron. So this one I'm imagining is gonna be the same. Without a crazy hook withstanding, this just might be a siege push to victory for SLR here. We have to see if they can pull it off.
Yeah, top laners staring at each other right now. Oh, actually bumping fists with each other. Both of them just trying to fight. Yeah, that's how big much damage your fist bump did, man. But the rest of SLR trying to opt for the top tower right now. The rest of TDE could try to find something on the way there. I mean, it's so hard to play this if you're TDE right now. SLR has such a clear path. They just literally need to move to the next tower. While Anti just applies pressure. It's so easy for SLR right now to just win this game. TDE needs to find something. Bob Joseph is poised to try to find something to catch someone off guard. Maybe he can get someone. It's Fang over
Okay.
Fang. Is that a target worth even hooking at the moment? He's just going to advance forward. And no, TDE is just going to peel off right now. Mega
Wait,
Death Rocket.
Ultravox.
Oh, Ultravox still alive.
Oh.
Still good. But at least TDE are able to stop this push.
Yeah, Ultravox really having a tough time dealing safe damage, and just due to that range on Kaisa. And
I love
Luru
love
just
watching the
throwing
top
rockets out.
laners. They literally on the mini map. Anytime something happens in the death ball on the other side, like both of them immediately respond. It ends and they immediately go back. So funny.
Yeah, it's just wailing away on each other. Both have 3 items here. I think Anti is probably going to have half an item at least. Kind of just making it look like, does Shyvana ever win this matchup? Because Anti makes it look like the answer is no. This is
You
a
know, the thing
purely
is,
set-sided.
Daffy wins unwinnable matchups. That's this thing. So I never even consider that anymore. I don't know the Shyvana matchup, but Anti is also that kind of player that's just he'll just win for some reason.
That is something that you'd like to see. A quality in your top laners, winning, losing, and middle laners as well. That is very good on both of those. The solo carries. All right. Somehow they've managed to hold the tide against Baron. To be honest, they didn't really get sieged. And I think
Yeah.
SLR just wanted to play it safe. And they know that they have a significant lead. They don't need to throw. They don't need Bob Joseph to land a massive hook. And if they just play it safe, they're going to win anyway. So they're just going to go with that route. They have the scaling. They have the hyper carries. The Syndra and the Jinx, both these champions, have now unlocked tons and tons of damage. And it's really difficult for Leaves Ultravox to survive in these fights here. So safe play is wise, and it's the last game. So there's no coming back if you make a huge mistake. No reason to go for something crazy. The more I explain it, the more it makes sense to me. 1 minute away from the deciding point of this game.
Yeah.
Bob Joseph.
Now, if you're an SLR fan, you must be happy right now because it's such an easy path for SLR to win this game as long as they keep up this pressure on this side of the map at this moment. Lost the camera for a second. But if you're a TDE fan, like, there's not a whole lot you can hope for. There is the Blitzcrank Gambit. Like, you could try to go for it. But, I mean, the biggest thing you're probably hoping for is just everyone in Twitch chat, please remember, Brendan could throw this at any point. He can. He absolutely can.
Will he is the question. I would say probably just needs to hit R, and then maybe his team wins the fight. So doesn't have to do much. Pure Llama stacking on the side lanes.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Okay.
give up this
Ah.
vision that they secured, but I think you just sacrificed. Okay, they're gonna sacrifice the
Yeah,
top
they're
lane.
gonna
I think
sacrifice
it's worth
top
it.
side. Rest of TDE is at the dragon first. If they are able to catch someone, Jaffe is on to Fang over Fang. That's the smite right there. Jaffe not really going to advance any further than that. They need to try
Oh,
something
they
here.
got
Something needs to happen.
Ultravox.
Oh, Anti is over on the side, though. Ultravox trying to make it out. Zen ulti coming through. Oh, but Sat ulti still reaches Ultravox. Can he live?
Wait, he's
He's on a
alive.
sliver of HP. It's so little. Oh, my goodness. But that's the rest of TDE just exploding. But still, 4 members of TDE still alive at the moment. If they can just heal right now, they're able to at least maybe save this game. But Pure Llama gonna cut them off. Beautiful Zonias coming out of TDE, but it's gonna be their lives. And if I'm seeing this correctly, this should be TDE just marching it down towards their nexus. Only Bob Joseph in a dream can save this series. Honestly, if I could put my faith in anyone, it's Bob Joseph here.
All right, Bob Joseph is 3 dreams deep. Can he pull
Here's
it
his
out?
Penta.
The dodge, the hook.
Okay. Okay, Anti going in. Dive him. Dive him. Okay.
All
Gonna
right,
play
Chris
it safe
wants.
even at the very end.
All right. If they dove Bob Joseph at the end, I would say everyone's a paid actor.
Yeah.
There was definitely some PayPal's going on. Look, that was an exciting series. They
Oh my
didn't really
goodness.
go with a bang for the side of TDE. They lost a fight 4v5. Pure Llama wasn't even there. Probably would have had higher damage numbers if that's the case. And Anti finally found his glow up game. Took 4 games to get there, but then secured it in the end, finding a good lane phase. Definitely turned it around. And Luru, I mean, come on. We know this. We know this 80 carry can supply the damage. Does it every game. And certainly in game number 5, wouldn't you rest your hopes on this player, Chris?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I mean, SLR, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if any of you remember, if you're watching this, at the very beginning of the season, I said he's going to be last place. I mostly said it to make Brendan angry. But here you are. You've made it to grand finals. Congratulations, SLR, on your semifinals win. Tef gets a portrait. Tef finally gets a portrait. So they're going to be able to make it to grand finals. They'll be playing against Team YOLO inside of Street Smurf, who has made it to every grand finals. Fang over Fang versus Street Smurf is honestly pretty exciting for me personally.
Yes, that would be an amazing game. This game was a lot closer than the other side of the bracket, so it might be a bit hard to gauge the power of both teams. That being said, I think maybe like an iconic moment picture is just Tef getting hooked by Bob Joseph, because that happened so many times in this game. I think that's an iconic moment. I think wouldn't you say here?
I mean, yeah, it's at a certain point, he just didn't even care anymore. He's like, yeah, take me, whatever, take me. I embrace this. But yeah, SLR, fantastic win. You're going to be moving on to grand finals. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Unfortunately, we're not going to have an interview tonight because it is very late for a lot of our East Coast players, and of course for West Coast staff as well. But thank you everyone so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. Please come by to grand finals next week, YOLO versus SLR. It's going to be really exciting, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.